And welcome back. Okay, so today we're doing part 2 of Project Panacea. We're going to work a little bit more on detection, and we're going to try and figure out what items we can use in order to detect when detect a cell being either a cancer cell or a normal human cell. So, a couple of things. Number one, we have figured out that nanobots do not exist yet. They are a myth. So we are going to take that and we are going to scrap it. At least at the moment. Actually, I do want, before I do anything, I do want to quickly check a little bit more in depth into it. Let's see here. I want to check creating nanobots. What have we got here? How do you make a nanobot? Wow. Can we create nanobots? There is. So why was I being told that there isn't? Oh my god. Okay. Wow. Nanobots are made using nanotechnology such as DNA origami, molecular self-assembly, and micro-electromechanical systems, often incorporating biocompatible materials like gold, silicon, or synthetic polymers. Ooh, wow. Okay, yeah, cool. I am going to borrow this. Okay. Okay. Thermo Fisher Scientific, huh? Electron microscopes and analytical instruments. Advanced nanofabrication, imaging and analysis solutions. Okay, so whether I end up using nanobots or microbots, yes, this is the plan. Okay, but whether we're planning to use nanobots or microbots, the idea is the same. Okay, wait. I am getting quite... Here we go. Nanobots for cancer treatment. Nanobots. These nanorobots, often smaller than a single blood cell, are engineered to circulate. Okay. Identifying specific molecular markers. Cancer therapy. 99% of chemotherapy drugs fail to reach cancer cells. Okay, so what they want to do is they want to target chemotherapy drugs as the payload, and then they get the nanorobotics to deliver the drugs to them. I see. DNA-based nanorobots in preclinical models. Oh, wow. The therapeutic outcome is measured. Nanorobotics introduces a layered complexity, not just whether how it, okay. Okay. Okay, so how are they detecting this? How did they manage to detect the cancer cells? Clot-inducing drugs specifically to the blood vessels feeding tumors, effectively cutting off their nutrient supply. Ooh, okay, that's an idea. You cut off the stem instead of cutting... You cut off the stem instead of cutting the actual... cells, but how do you know? But how do you know which one are the stems? This looks like it's going to be human controlled, no? Yeah. This looks human controlled, because otherwise, how would you know? How would you know which one are the stems? Interesting. Yeah, okay. I will leave this for future research as well. Cool. What else have we got? Nanobots. Oh, wow. Okay, maybe this can be useful. Maybe this can be useful for when I actually want to figure out how we can make them. So I am going to leave this here. Okay. Biocompatibility. Tiny robots that can be injected into the bodies. 2024. Magnetic nanobots made up of blood clotting drugs covered in a special coating designed to melt at nanorobots. Okay. Yeah, but oh, interesting. So you shoot it into an artery, it goes around the human body, and when it's right, then you can pretty much trigger it. But this is still very much human triggered, no? Yeah, this is still very much human triggered. Additionally, okay, so let's say it travels around the bloodstream, it hits a cancer cell. What then? How do we ignite it, so to say? We would have to ignite it. I mean, we would have to ignite it manually, right? What if it's at a cancer cell that is far away from the main area? It wouldn't get triggered, right? Because our trigger point is very low or very small. Okay, maybe I don't look at BBC. What else? This is the one that I saw just now. How are nanobots powered? Okay, I will probably need this when I'm figuring out how to create them. So I am going to start creating nanobots. Down here, this is not what I want. Okay, you know what? I think it's time to bring out the big guns here. Alright, Google Scholar. Scholar Labs, an AI-powered scholar search. Wow, everyone is doing AI nowadays, isn't it? Here we go. What did I want to do again? Right. Nanobots detection mechanism. Micro and nano nanobots-based sensing and biosensing. Oh, here. I do not have full access to this. We present a mathematical model of nanorobots moving in a colloidal environment within the human body to locate a single targeted cancer site and deliver localized treatment. The capabilities and behavior of individual agents are inspired by actual chemotactic nanoparticles. What in the world is this? What are you? Engineered nanoparticles designed to move towards specific chemical signals in the body. Oh. 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 Okay. Okay. So replace this with chemotactic nanoparticles. Nice. We have our chemical. Now that I'm looking at this, I realize that a lot of people are already doing this, and I am very, very late to the party, but whatever. Whatever. It's not for anybody else but me anyway, so it is what it is. We consider two scenarios, one in which a natural chemical signal guides the agents, and another in which agents generate and release their own chemical signal to establish this gradient. While the latter is more speculative, it shows a marked improvement in performance. So it's still a bit random. It is still a bit random. Motile nano-sized particle in the human body. Yeah, a swarm of nanobots locating a single carcerous region and treating it by releasing an onboard payload of drugs at the site. At nanoscale, the computation, communications, and locomotion capabilities of individual agents are extremely limited, noisy, and or non-existent. Correct? This is the current problem. We present a general model to formally describe the individual and collective behavior of agents in a colloidal environment. Yo, what? So what I'm hearing is that's tough, right? So what they do is they release a bit of the chemotactic, what do they call it? Chemotactic nanoparticles themselves, and then they see where a higher location of these particles are. Agents generate and release their own chemical signal to establish this gradient so they can try and figure out where the cancer site is. The first assumes an endogenous chemical gradient fixed over time and centered at the cancer site. Okay, for the first variant, we present simulation and analytical results to bound. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Hold on. If you are able to do this already, like, even if it's just Brownian motion, it's fine, no? You just overload it and then by random chance, it will definitely reach the cancer site, and if it senses the cancer site, then it just releases the payload, no? The question is, how will you identify that this is the actual site that you want to target? What in the world is this? Bruh. There's no way. They're just making up words at this point. Okay. Come on. What are you? PET is an advanced nuclear imaging technique that shows metabolic activity in tissues. Okay, you know what? We're gonna look up Wikipedia here. My best friend. Oh, this looks like an MRI scan, doesn't it? Oh, wait, is this the... Oh, this is the one where you inject something and then after that you put them through the scanner, right? Oh, just okay. So what? Cancer detecting nanobot using PET scans. Huh? Oh, this one lets me view PDF. Okay, massive, massive, massive. Oh, it's so small. What have we got here? Okay. Okay. Yes. Well, that's something. 0.5 to 3. Let's cite them. Okay. Cool. We will throw you here. And then 0.3, 0.5 to 3 nanometers, is it? Micrometers in size. What else have we got? The robot, which is sent inside, detects the cancerous growth with the help of gamma detector. Gamma detector? Gamma detector? Okay, we read forward. Nanobot can identify the moving obstacles. As per micro specifications, a prototype of the nanobot will be constructed through hardware with the help of robot-specific apparatus. The Arduino can track the robot and help it to respond and react. Okay. On that, what is this? By identifying the shortest path will be programmed. Okay. The prototype of the nanobot will be developed using embedded systems. Okay. The robot is Arduino controlled and follows principles of a line follower robot where it travels through a trajectory path and finds its target. Okay, wait, but you don't have to do this though. Like, you actually do not have to do this, right? Like you just you just how do I put it? Like, you just shoot it into the body and you just let it roam around until it hits the place that you need it to hit. Okay. When has this been the case? A painless medical test, nuclear medicine imaging, radio tracers. Practitioners can locate the tumor growth and its percentage, which in turn is helpful to identify the treatment type the patient must undergo. The nanobot with the gamma rays detector and a camera installed is sent into the body and then use the gamma detector to find out. Bro, what? So what you're telling me is you shoot the tracer into your vein. What? The radio tracer is going to be everywhere. Why would the radio tracer randomly be located at the tumor location? I mean, if you can highlight the tumor location, then by all means, right? Is it going to just stay at the tumor? Is that what's going on here? Okay. Nanorobots will construct more of it in an artificial environment containing special molecular building blocks. Yeah. Okay. In general medical practice, you take the radio tracer pill to cure the disease. Instead, the patient will be treated by expertise to implant tiny nanobot into their bloodstream. These identify the root cause of the infection and route itself to the proper system and afford a dose of medication. Yes. These nanobots are made of non-zero nuclear magnetic moment 13C carbon atoms with exterior passive diamond. What the fudge are you talking about? Appropriate navigational network with the broadcast type acoustic signaling helps. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Chemotactic sensors. What have you got for me? SAR T cells. Okay, let's take a look at this thing. Programmable nanomotor system responsively and chemotactically captures tumor-associated antigens for enhanced. I need to know what this is. Hey, don't use Latin in its original place. Cool. Yeah, okay. We developed DNase-powered nanomotor as a personalized in situ cancer vaccine. Okay. Can chemotactically capture and enrich TAAs under the guidance of the DNA gradient. What? Inhibits the rapid clearance of TAAs by the innate immune system. Suppress both primary tumor and distant tumor and prevent tumor recurrence. Wait, this thing is broken. What is this? Oh, tumor-associated antigens. Okay. To induce tumor-specific adaptive immune responses are emerging as a promising strategy in cancer therapy. However, the rapid clearance of TAAs due to innate immune system hinders the development of effective anti-tumor immunity. To address this challenge, we developed a nanomotor system as a vaccine capable of chemotactically capturing TAAs, significantly inhibiting the rapid clearance of TAAs and enhancing cancer immunotherapy. In response to acid tumor microenvironment, this exfoliated folic acid attached oh my god. So basically, TAAs kill tumors. The problem is our immune system kills TAAs. So they created something to store the TAAs, or at least to capture them. In response to acid tumor microenvironment. Here we go. This is the thing we need. What in the world is this? What in the world is this? The acidic tumor microenvironment as a driver of cancer. Here we go. Acidic metabolic waste products accumulate in the tumor microenvironment because of high metabolic activity and insufficient perfusion. In tumors, the acidity of the interstitial space and the relatively well-maintained intracellular pH influence cancer and stromal cell function. their mutual interplay, and their interactions with the extracellular matrix. Tumor pH is spatially and temporally heterogeneous, and the fitness advantage of cancer cells adapted to extracellular acidity is likely particularly evident when they encounter less acidic tumor regions. Oh. Wait. Okay. So we gotta figure out what the tumor microenvironment is. Alright, here we go. Tumor microenvironment. It's the complex. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. Let's get this. I do not want to lose any of this. This here. And then this. Oh wait, no, I can cite this one. Yeah, alright. Okay. Okay, what is a tumor microenvironment? It's the complex ecosystem of non-cancerous cells surrounding a tumor, acting as an active participant in cancer growth. Ay. Okay, here we go. Tumor cells stimulate significant molecular, cellular, and physical changes within their host tissues. The emerging tumor microenvironment is a complex and continuously evolving entity. Okay. Immune cells, stromal cells, blood vessels, and extracellular matrix. An active promoter of cancer progression. Okay. Oh, okay, so when the first cancer cells are released, then it creates this TME to support the cancer cell survival. Ooh. I see. Anti-tumor immune microenvironment. Okay. So normally these guys would work together to knock out these tumors, but in a TME they actually managed somehow, for some reason, they help each other out. As to why, I got no damn clue. The DC suddenly doesn't want to. No. Haha. I don't know what any of these symbols mean. Okay, it's fine. Both immune cells in the TME can either be suppress tumor formation or promote a tumorigenesis, which probably just means tumor creation. Depending on the context and tumor type, immune cells can be both pro or anti-tumorigenic. Guys, like, my background is mechanical engineering with a bit of dabbling in computer science and a bit of design thinking. I do not have a single biological blood in my body right now, so yeah, how fun it is that I decided to take this on. It is fun, actually. All of this is really interesting. Immune cells, okay. Suppress or promote. Why? Persistent inflammation due to chronic infection is a common mechanism underlying. Okay. Immune cells fall into two categories: adaptive and innate. Adaptive is activated by exposure to specific antigens, which includes T cells, B cells, and NK cells. Innate immunity is a non-specific defense that comes into play within hours of a foreign antigen. So these are macrophages, neutrophils, and dendritic cells. Okay, we remember these and we remember these. T cells, TCRs. So these are TCRs somewhere. Oh no, these are just T cells. Develops okay. Recognizes a specific antigen. Within the TME, there are several distinct influence. Okay. CD8 plus detect abnormal tumor antigens expressed on cancer cells. Okay, so cancer cells do, express this. Cytotoxic. IFN gamma. CD8 plus. Let's see if we can find that. IFN gamma. Hey, look at this. CD8 plus, IFN gamma. So normally, look, they block it out. They kill the. Yeah. Look. They use this to kill this. And then this B thing kills this. And this TH1 apparently also kills this. Okay. T cells are supposed to hit plus cells through the secretion of IL-2 and IFN gamma. So that's TH1. Right. So that's a T helper cell. Treg cells are normally required to suppress inflammatory responses and control autoimmunity. In the context of TME, Tregs are ubiquitous and promote tumor development and progression by dampening. So these are the guys who kill off the TAA. So this is the TAA. This is the one that kills off the TAA. Got it. We're learning. Da 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 la di da di do di da. Okay. Wait. Why am I here? Why am I going to this rabbit hole? So let's take a look at this. Where are the Tregs? Tregs no have. But Treg here. Treg kill off the CD8s. I see. Okay, so this creates this environment. I am going to... Do they have a site somewhere? Yeah. Cool. Okay, so chemotatic nanoparticles, which are tumor antigens, right? We can also do, as we have recently found out, pH level difference, search for acidic. So if it's a more acidic region, like let's say this part of the body is supposed to be like 7 pH and then suddenly it's like 5 pH and there is a growth, then we can do that as well. But this is a little bit more dangerous because, yeah, okay, sure, it's low pH, so what, right? You still don't know which cells are bad, which cells are good. So if you combine this, so this needs to be combined with chemotactic nanoparticles. Yeah. Yes. Use chemotactic sensors with specific antigens. And use chemotactic sensors with specific antigens. Now I may be tripping, but antigens are these things, right? And so this is the chemotactic sensor that we're looking for. So chemotactic sensor. Chemotactic sensor is a biological mechanism, detects chemicals in the environment Ooh. Hello. This is important for the bacteria to find food by swimming towards it. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. The significance of chemotaxis are la di da. Have several flagella per cell. This can rotate in two ways. Counterclockwise. Okay, clockwise breaks the flagella apart. Tumble in place. The directions of rotate. Okay. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Ooh, okay, so we're trying to steal this and then put it to the nanobot, right? So it is random still, but it'll eventually get there. Wait, again, why are we worried about this? We just need to detect if the item is there because again, we shoot it up our bloodstream, and once it figures out it's at a cancer, location, then okay, so we basically yeah. Okay, so okay, no, it has to do this still because it has to still move to the highest gradient. Yeah, no, you're right, you're right. So it has to be huh. Cool, interesting. I have no brain power to read this right now, but I will do that eventually. Okay, so I don't think we're going for the size of the cell anymore. Speed of duplicity is still interesting. Like, if it is able to observe there for a while, if it can just, how do I say this? Like, let's say I stare at it and then it duplicates once every few minutes instead of once every like 15 minutes, then I would know that this is an abnormal cell and I just, exit, right? They have the right idea about cutting off the stem though. But if we cut off the stem, we have to be really, 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 really sure that it's the cancer cell. Whereas if we look at it, if we just target the cell, we don't have to be that sure. Like, we can knock out 1 or 2 or 100 of our normal cells so long as we manage to kill off the rest of our cells. You know what I mean? So I feel like targeting the cells is still the right idea, but that means you would need a lot of cells. A lot of nanobots, I mean. And from the looks of it, they look really expensive to produce per batch. Oh, wow. I think this is the best way to do it, but I do think this will take a while, and so let's draw a line here and go something like Project Panacea shall use either 1. The time taken for the cell to divide. If this time is far greater, so we can set this margin, right? Margin can be human set or AI trained. Then the cell is cancerous. Kill both the cell and the new divided cell. Right? Yes. 2. Travel along the bloodstream to a location with a high degree of chemotactic nanoparticles. Use chemotaxis to traverse along this concentration gradient, which means we need to figure out how to develop the flagella to do this. Should be fine. This one shouldn't be that the difficult part, I think. No, I mean, it is the most difficult part, but still. Oh, and deliver the payload to the cells. I think no matter what, we are always going to deliver the payload to the cells. We're never going to deliver it to the blood vessels. That's just too risky. If you miss, you cooked. Like, you cooked. There's no taking it back. You know, you clot up that cell. You can create a stroke. So many bad things can happen. No, I think we always send it to the cells. Okay. Yeah. Initial detection must be human-based, whereas secondary detection must be nanobot-based. Initial detection can be via any method to show the nanobot which cells are different. No injection is to be done at this stage. Yeah, okay. So this fits, right? Because the initial detection is still by humans. And then afterwards, you just release all the nanobots to... Oh no, but this is very localized. This is localized. Because we don't have enough nanobots to shoot up into all of the humans. This one is not localized. So you can just release it wherever and then it'll go wherever. Oh wow, right. Fudge. I think the second one is still the best way to do it, even though it's a little bit cancerous. No pun intended. Fudge. Really? Really? Okay. Well, it's one of these two at the very least. We will continue this another time. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed well, this little research agenda, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.